This guy didn't know how to read and write, yet he could beat all at once. 150 world champion on checkers game. And if you're someone who struggle with your origins, you should listen to this story. So when someone first shared this story with me, I had to leave the stories and speak about this because it was just Here is Baba C, which reminds me of Omar Sy, the famous actor from Lupin. Born in Senegal, there is not so much known about his story, but just few facts as he could speak 4 languages, he memorized the Quran. In case you don't know the game of checkers, in my country as a French speaker we call it dame, and it requires to be intelligent to have techniques and predict the move of your opponents and trick them with yours. And this guy was really good at that. At the time when in Western countries, to be good at this, it was something for mathematicians and very intelligent people. This guy never got any book or whatever science about this game, yet he was really good. And in 1959, it said that an American discovered him in Senegal. In 1962, a big game was organized in Germany which had 150 other world champions, and this guy was the only African to participate in it. He won over all of them. Of course, some still say that he just won over 122, yet on 150, that's too brilliant. 1963-64, on the final of World Championship of this game, he had a dispute with his opponent and the match couldn't take place. Unfortunately, in 1978, he got into a car accident and died. Later on, in 1986, he was declared as the winner of the game of 1963-64. For others who grew up not seeing someone as them or from their origin being in big things, I have a good news for you. We have been taught for a very long time, if you are not from this background, it's impossible to reach this place. And that shaped the way in which we choose our career and what we can go for in life, even our dreams. But there is something which doesn't negotiate with all those things. It's skills. And the good thing with that is that it doesn't matter where you're from, you can build skills to be anyone in this world today. As Kanye said,
we got this new thing called classism. It's racism's cousin. They're slowed down by their perception of themselves. If you're taught you can't do anything, you won't do anything.
And look down upon ourselves just because of our origins. The game didn't refuse him because he was an African, but his skills put him there. It somehow makes me sad when I watch my fellow black people, boys or girls, sometimes diminishing themselves to very little jobs and things just because they think this hasn't been done in my place. What if we can be the first to change that story? The worst case scenario which most of young people around me have today is being rejected by a girl or not being the prettiest girl among others. Yet the worst case scenario could be 100 years from now, your children who you were fighting to have with that boy wouldn't be allowed to travel in a country just because they hold a passport from your origins. This is high time that we should work using our skills and everything and realizing that we can do everything that all those people who we dream to be are doing. And it doesn't matter your race, your height, your family, or your language. We can all make ourselves great if we work on it. Thanks so much for being here. Catch you next time. Hey, my name is Bertin and I'm sharing 100 real stories about events which happened in Africa. And if you want to know more about them, follow or subscribe.